Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Scott here from Can Geek Games and Collectibles, and I want to share a little story with you about something that happened at the Burlington ToyCon that Can Geek was vending at on this past Sunday, so October the 22nd. It's kind of humorous, so just bear with me here. I've got to tell you up front, my lovely wife, Christiane, is not a Star Trek fan. She's not a Trekkie. Okay? Um, Bless her heart, she really does try to get into the stuff that I like to watch. So things like Star Trek, for example. But given a choice between watching a show like Star Trek or watching a show like Supernatural, for example, Christiane is immediately going to go with Supernatural because that's where her interests lie. She has been watching Star Trek Discovery with me since the series started on Space up here in Canada a few weeks ago. And you know what? She's been getting into it. We're slowly converting her to becoming a Star Trek fan. But something happened. Something happened on Sunday while we were vending at the Burlington ToyCon. And I had a real hard time not laughing about this when it happened. We had a guy pop by the Can Geek booth at that ToyCon to check out the board games and collectibles that we were selling, and he was cosplaying a next generation character. Specifically, the way he had dressed himself, it looked like he was trying to cosplay Riker. Okay, he had sort of, he had the command uniform on with the proper amount of pips on his collar. If he'd been able to get himself a skull cap, he would have pulled off Picard. But the fact that, he had the black hair and he wasn't trying to hide that fact, I'm going with Riker. So he's standing there and he's looking at the stuff we got on our table. And Christiane walks up to him. And she goes, "Hello, Captain Kirk." And this guy looked at her. And the look that he had on his face looked like she had just backed over his dog in the driveway and then had put the car in forward, rode off the dog, and backed back over it again to make sure the job was done. This guy did not look happy. And he just sort of glared at her, and he walked away. Now, I had a real hard time not laughing at this when it happened. So she turned around and she looked at me. She goes, "Scott, it's Captain Kirk, right?" No, honey, it wasn't Captain Kirk. Now, she was a little embarrassed, but she took it in fun, and we moved on, and we had a pretty decent day at this month's ToyCon. We sold some collectibles, we sold some board games, we made some new relationships, and that's what we're about at Can Geek, okay? We're about relationships, about building relationships through our love of gaming and collectibles. It's why I game with my friends, and it's why we chose to get into the business of selling new and pre-owned board games. But this was really just kind of impossible for me not to laugh at. And I felt like I wanted to share this story. And I'm going to ask all of you watching this video, have you ever found yourself in a similar situation where, you've sort of had the best intentions and you've kind of tripped over your own tongue. You know, if you're willing to share, tell us about it down below in the comments, and let's all have a laugh or two about it. But anyways, that's it. Just wanted to share the hello Captain Kirk story, and I think we're gonna be laughing about this for a few weeks yet. So that's it. Anyways, everyone, thanks very much for watching tonight. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll chat again soon. Ciao for now.